So, hello everyone, I Raghavendra Singh welcomes you all in the another lecture, and today we are going to start with digital communication and coding. Today date is 29th of April 2026. So, subject name is digital electronics, digital communication and coding. Okay. So basically, there are some topics like pulse code modulation, quantization error, pulse code modulation, compending data rate, and the bandwidth of multiplexed PCM signal, intersymbol interference, eye diagram, line coding differential, PCM data modulation, granular noise comparison of various systems in terms of the bandwidth and the signal to noise ratio. So basically, these are some topics which we are going to cover. In the last video, I have also covered so many topics of the unit 1. So that is the basic. Please complete that first. Okay. So let's start with quantization. So first topic we have, that is quantization. Quantization. So as नाम से ही समझ में आता है, quantize. When you sample a signal, sample means amplify. When you sample a signal, the height could be anything. Okay, samples means kind of restoring or making it clear or at the मतलब कैसे कहूँ, just in a making signal in a useful way, जिसका यूज किया जा सकता है. So when you sample a signal, the height could be anything like 4.1234 volts. Computers hate decimals. Okay, quantization is process of rounding these heights to the nearest predefined level or whole numbers. It's very simple. Quantization kind we can say, we take approximate. Suppose we went in a mall and we are buying a clothes. That price is $2,999, but roughly we pay around $3,000 easily, right? So this is all about quantization, like we take approximated value. Okay, so here I am trying to say, when you sample a signal, basically when you sample a signal, when you sample a signal, when you sample a signal, the height could be anything, right? The height, like सिग्नल कैसा होता है, सिग्नल फ्रीक्वेंसी आपको पता है, ऐसे 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 ऐसे. तो हाइट कुड बी एनीथिंग, हाइट कुड बी, हाइट कुड बी एनीथिंग, हाइट कुड बी एनीथिंग. Like 4.329, and we also know that computer hates decimal. Computer hates decimal. So we usually quantize it. Quantize it. So quantization is the process, the rounding the heights, rounding these heights to the nearest predefined level or whole numbers. Okay, predefined or whole numbers, or whole numbers. I hope you all have understood. For example, I have told you, suppose we are going to buy a phone price is 99 100.98. So here dollar, so here 2 cents we will pay also, so that is called error. Okay, so we just quantize it. Now we will study quantization error. Quantization error. So since you are rounding the original value to the nearest level, you lose a tiny bit of accuracy. That difference between the actual value and the rounded value is the error. Okay, so since you rounding the original value to the nearest level, basically original value, rounding the original value to the nearest nearest value. Okay, you lose the tiny bit of accuracy. That difference between the actual value and the round value is error. Simple. Difference between the actual value or round value is known as error. It's very simple. For example, if a shirt cost $99.99 and you will pay $20,000, सॉरी इसमें एग्जांपल होगा, imagine a staircase. If you are standing slightly between two steps, you have to move your foot to rest on the specific step. Quantization stepping the signal to the nearest level. Quantization stepping the nearest level. Okay. सॉरी मैं इसका एग्जांपल से बता रहा था. सॉरी मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा. Now pulse code modulation. Third topic is pulse code modulation. Pulse code modulation. So basically pulse code modulation is nothing but it's a kind of grandfather of digital audio. You can say grandfather of digital audio. Okay, it's a kind of grandfather of digital audio. It is three-step process: sampling, quantization. Three-step process: sampling, quantization, rounding the values, then encoding. What is encoding? You all know, turning those rounded values into the binary 0 and 1s. Okay, those values in turning to 0 and 1. Okay, for example, a CD or the basic wave file, WAV file on the computer, it's just a long list of the numbers representing the sound wave height at different moments. Now let's move on to the compending. So basically compending is nothing but the, we can say, compressing and expanding. Basically compending is nothing but the compressing and expanding. Compressing and expanding. So in a human speech we whisper more than we shout. Compending gives more rounding values, more rounding levels to quiet the sounds, favor level to loud sounds. This keeps the quiet part of the clear without wasting memory on the loud parts. So in simple words, if I want to say, जब भी हम any इंसान जब बोलता है तो वो ज़्यादा विश अपीयर भी करता है. मीन्स ज़्यादा जितनी एनर्जी उसे बोलने में लगानी चाहिए उतनी वो चिल्लाने में लगाता है. सो हम इसे किस प्रकार से और कंप्रेस मीन्स टू द स्पेसिफिक और एक्सपेंड कर सकते हैं, दैट इज yeah. So basically, if I want to read the definition, then it is: in a human speech we whisper more than we shout. Compending gives more rounding levels to quiet sounds and favor levels to loud sounds. Okay, more favor to राउंडिंग लेवल्स लाइक जो जब हम बोलते हैं तो कुछ वर्ड्स बहुत कम आवाज़ में, कुछ वर्ड्स बहुत ज़्यादा आवाज़ में बोलते हैं, तो कंप्रेसिंग और एक्सपेंडिंग यही करता है कि दोनों को जो भी कम ज़्यादा होता है उनके एक लेवल पे ले आता है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड कंपेंडिंग. ओके, basically I can write compending gives more rounding levels to quiet sounds favor or loud sounds quiet sound favors levels to the loud sound. Okay, yeah. So example, a specialized camera lens that focus very sharp on the person in the center. Okay, you all know that if we are going to record anyone, then it will focus on center. For example, a DSLR camera taking the picture of group photo, it's a group of 5 people. So जो बीच में होगा, any human which will be in mid, so camera will focus on the person who is in mid. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Person in the center but blurs the distant trees in the background. Okay, now let's see the another topic, that is intersymbol interference. Fifth, intersymbol interference, basically ISI. Okay, basically ISI. So it is nothing but when we send pulses 1 or 0 very fast through the wire, they tend to disappear, they tend to spread out. Actually, when we send pulses 0 and 1, when we send pulses 0 and 1, send fast through a wire, they tend to spread out fast through a wire, they tend to spread out, they tend to spread out, they tend to spread out. If they spread too much, the tail of the first pulse bleed into the start of the next pulse. Okay, if spread too much, obviously if any signal ज़्यादा लाइक ऊपर नीचे होगा तो वो दूसरे में ब्लीड करेगा. ब्लीड मीन्स यू ऑल नो दैट ब्लीड मीन्स काइंड ऑफ बहना या दूसरे के ऊपर मर्ज हो जाना. सो ब्लीड so spread and bleed into start of the next pulse, into start of the next pulse. Okay, so it is that making it impossible for the receiver to tell them apart. For example, suppose if you write 2 letters on a piece of paper and ink smudges, basically letter we want to write and ink is not thick, it is 2 smudges and A and B might merge into the big black blob that you can't read. Okay, basically this A, and if this ink like this, if I am going to pick B, then this is something we can't read. Okay. So now next topic is eye diagram. Eye diagram. So eye diagram, this is the tool used by the engineers to check signal by overlapping many pulses on an oscilloscope. It looks like a human eye. Okay, so kind of tool used by engineer. Why engineer use? Just check the signal qualities. Check the signal quality. Okay, check the signal quality. Now, by overlapping many pulses on a oscilloscope, by overlapping many pulses by overlapping many pulses on an oscilloscope on an oscilloscope on an oscilloscope it looks like a human eye. It looks like a human eye. Human eye. Now you all know that why we use to check the signal quality and all. For example, in and now there are two types. First is open eye. Open eye. Basically, open eye means this is tool used by the engineer to check signal quality by overlapping many pulses. Sorry, this signal is clear and easy to read. Open eye means clear and easy to read. And another is closed eye. Closed eye. So there is too much noise or ISI means interference means intersymbol interference. There is too much noise ISI, data is likely corrupted. So too much interference, too much interference, too much noise, too much noise, it is like corrupted data. Okay, for example, think of it like a vision of test at the doctor. If the letters are sharp, your eyes is open. If they are blurry and overlapping, the eyes is closing. सिंपल सी बात है. सपोज जब हम आँखों की टेस्टिंग कराते हैं देन वट डॉक्टर यूज टू डू, इसके लिए वो हमें कुछ लेटर्स देता है, इसे पढ़ना होता है. अगर हमें लेटर्स क्लियरली दिखता है, ओवरलैप नहीं करता, तो अपनी eyes is open. If it is overlapping then eyes is closed. Now I'm not going in the physics that you have studied it in the 10th class I think about lenses, convex and concave lenses. You all know that, so I'm not going on that much, although that is used in doctrine. So now next topic is line coding. Line coding. Okay. So basically line coding, they were simply the shape of the electrical pulses used to represent 0 and 1 and 1 or 0. Line code is nothing but this is simply the shape of the electrical pulses used to represent 1 or 0, so the receiver stays synchronized. Uh, this is simply the shape of the electrical pulses used to represent 1 or 0, so the receiver stays synchronized. Should one be, for example, should one be high voltage or pulse that flips from high to low. So basically, this is simply the shape of the electrical pulse used to represent 1 and 0. Okay, it's nothing but the shape of electrical pulse. Shape of electrical pulse. Shape of electrical pulse. Shape of electrical pulse used to represent 1 or 0. Used to represent 1 or 0. Used to represent 1 or 0. So the receiver stays synchronized. So the receiver stays synchronized. So the receiver stays synchronized. For example, should one be high voltage or pulses that flips from high to low. For example, a Morse code A dot and A dash are different. Line code used represent letter, so you can tell them apart over the telegraph. Okay, like line codes use letter, so you can tell them apart over a telegraph. Tell them apart over a telegram. Okay. Yes. And the next topic is differential PCM and DPCM. Basically, differential, the full name is differential pulse code modulation. Okay, also known as DPCM, differential pulse code modulation. So what is this? This is basically, instead of sending the full height of every sample, we only send the difference between the current sample and the previous sample. Current sample difference between current sample difference between current sample and previous one. Difference between current sample and previous one. Since signal height usually don't jump drastically, the difference is a much smaller number. Okay, so basically, instead of sending the full height of every sample, we only send instead of sending full height we only send this. Okay, since signal height usually don't jump drastically, so the difference is much smaller number. So for example, if I tell you I am 170 centimeter tall today and tomorrow I will grow 1 centimeter, I only tell you plus 1. It's much faster and repeat 171. Okay, yeah, it's very simple. Suppose uh, suppose I have $2 lakh and I get I invested it in the Tesla and I got return of $10,000. So I will say I got 10,000 instead of saying 2 lakh 10,000 dollars. Okay, so this is the basically example. Okay, so now ninth is data modulation. Topic is data modulation. Data modulation. So basically data modulation known as TM or granular noise or granular. Okay, data modulation and granular noise. The simplest form of DPCM, it only uses one bit. It asks the simplest form of DPCM. Basically, it is simplest form of DPCM. Simplest form of DPCM. It only uses one bit. It asks, is this sample higher or lower than the last one? It only uses one bit. It only uses one bit. It simply asks, is it higher or lower than last one? It simply asks, is it higher or lower than last one? Okay, yeah. So now let's see granular noise. Granular noise. So basically granular noise when the signal is almost flat. But the steps are too big to digital signal jump up down around the flat line. This creates a grainy sound. Signal is almost flat, but the steps are too big. Steps are too big. The digital signal jump up and down around the flat line. So digital signal jump up and down at the flat line. So basically it creates the grainy sound. So basically granular noise is almost the steps too big, so digital signal jumps up down around the flat line, so it creates granular sound. Okay, yeah. Next we have comparison bandwidth versus now also example we have discussed. For example, using a up or down button to control volume. If you want a tiny volume change but the button only moves in big jump, you will never hit the perfect volume, that is granular noise. Okay, using up or down button the control volume. If you want to tiny volume change but the button only moves in big jump, you will never hit the perfect volume, that is granular noise. Okay. Suppose how can I say this in easy words? So suppose example, we have $20,000 and we want to buy the stock of Tesla. So one stock price is $18,000, and if I want to buy two stocks, then its price is 36, sorry, not 36, price is around $30,000. So I have $20,000, so I cannot uh, take only one stock. I'm getting discount, so I will try to take two stocks because it is cheaper than that. So this is what it will create granular noise. So I'm just giving example from my side, it may be wrong. So comparison bandwidth versus SNR. So now next topic is comparison bandwidth. Comparison bandwidth versus SNR versus SNR. So basically, everything in engineering is a trade-off. Everything is in engineering is a trade-off. PCM means pulse code modulation, high quality. PCM, high quality. High quality means high SNR. Means high SNR. But needs a lot of space. But need lot of space. Lot of space. Okay. But need lot of space. Bandwidth. Now data modulation. Data modulation. So basically data modulation needs very little space. It needs very little space. It needs very little space. Low bandwidth, but the quality is lower. Low bandwidth. Low bandwidth. But the quality is lower. But the quality is lower. Okay. So lower SNR. For example, PCM is like a 4K Blu-ray movie. Looks amazing, but the file is huge. Obviously, if we will download any movie in 4K, then it will be very. It will consume lot of space, and if that will be in 480p, then it will consume very less space. So delta modulation is like, for delta modulation example, is like a grainy security camera video. You can see what's happening and the file is tiny, but it is not high definition. Okay, so data modulation is kind of we can see, but not in high definition, like not in much quality. Okay. So now in this units there can be some questions on quantization error, like in PCM system signal is quantized, noise ratio needs to least 40 decibel, find the minimum number of the bits required per sample, median bandwidth and all. So this all. So thanks for watching. This was unit 2 of digital communication and coding. In the next video we will see unit 3rd, 4th and 5th also. So this side Raghavan, thanks for watching.